Hey everybody, Audiophile Barista here. Welcome to vlog number 127, where I talk about audio, coffee and other things that keep me busy. As you can see, we had some snow this morning and we had some rain this afternoon, so it is already going away. Over there you can see the power company working overtime, and today I have more or less a question, I don't know, something that I want to share with you, and I'm curious what you are thinking. So let's get into it. Okay, you all know my system, of course. Over here you can see at the moment it is a nice clean setup, and of course I have the preamp from Yoshino and the power amp from Audion, and just a year ago I had my AITOS equipment over here. Power amps, mono power amps over there, preamp on top of that. And the reason I sold those, I didn't want to, but these were 40 years old and getting problems. I had them repaired by the guy who had also built them 40 years ago, the owner of the company, and that was getting too expensive. I found someone who wanted to buy the AITOS equipment. He knew what it was, so he was also willing to pay a fair price for it. That was it. After that, at the moment, I have the 300B tube amplifier, the Yoshino preamplifier. I'm very happy with that, but some of the things that the AITOS equipment did definitely are not matched by this setup. Anyways, that was almost a year ago. And suddenly, out of the blue, 2 days ago, I got a text message, someone saying, "I like your loudspeakers, I like to buy them." That was the message, basically. And the guy who bought my AITOS equipment came with another man, a friend of his, one who is apparently a big one in the tube amplifier business in the Netherlands. So he was guiding him, and a year later, so apparently this guy who has heard it all and seen it all still was thinking about my Ocellia loudspeakers, and suddenly he decided to text me, "I want to buy these." Now, I have absolutely no intention of selling these loudspeakers. I love these loudspeakers. These are 12,000 euros when you buy them new, and I picked them up for just over 2,000 euros. So there's no way I'm going to get rid of this. But it did get me thinking. Suppose I would say yes. And here comes my questions for you guys. Suppose I would say yes. First question, of course, is what amount of money would convince me to get rid of these wonderful loudspeakers? And I really have no idea. So if you buy these new, and these of course are already a few years old, but if you buy this model new today, you pay about $12,000. Now of course this guy is not going to give $12,000 for it, but as far as I know, there may be only 2 or 3 of these pairs in the Netherlands, and there's no distributor in the Netherlands. So these are really rare. They are in great condition. So what would be a fair price? 4, 5, 6, 7,000? I have no idea what this guy would be willing to pay for it. But suppose I would sell these for $7,000. Then the next question, of course, becomes, what am I going to replace them with? I've been looking at Craigslist, what we call Marktplaats over here, and in the 5, 6, 7,000 range, there are just no loudspeakers that I think would be a good replacement for these. There's wonderful speakers on there, wonderful BMW loudspeakers, some nice Italian ones, but mostly they are, let's say, standard loudspeakers. Now these are special because they are broadband. Looks like a two-way, but it's not. It's a broadband loudspeaker and it has an extra super tweeter. So you can buy this same model without the super tweeter, being just a broadband loudspeaker. This is also not a dense cabinet, but it's very thin material. Most of the wood that is being used is not as sturdy because this thing, the design behind this thing, is more like a instrument than a solid box that is made of concrete or all kind of special materials. These are meant to resonate. Call it an active cabinet, which is difficult to make, and I think these guys from Ocellia have done a great job. But there's not many of these around. This is 98 dBs, so they are pretty easy to power, and this is a 2x7 watt 300B single-ended amplifier, so they make a nice match. But here's my question for you. One, would you consider this loudspeaker or your favorite loudspeaker that you got in a super deal? Would you sell it? If so, how much would you want for it? How much would convince you to sell them? And the last question, of course, is what should I replace these with? Because I have no clue. If I look at new prices, I'm going from a $12,000 new loudspeaker to a maybe $7,000 new loudspeaker. Now maybe after a lot of improvement in the years that has passed, that would be a fair comparison. But I don't know. I've been playing around with some loudspeakers over here, but not in that price range. So I was wondering, should I sell them? What amount? And what would be a good replacement for these? Okay, so that is my question for this vlog. Today is a short vlog. The reason for that is because I am in the middle of filming all kind of different videos and the editing is not done, and I wanted, today's Friday, I wanted to have a video out today, so this is what it's going to be. As you can see, there's an empty spot over here because I just sold my Rega Saturn CD player, also for a very nice price. So I have some budget to buy new things, but this was my main thing for today. So let me know in the comment section, what would you do? I can't imagine that I sell these, but this is just a thought experiment. Okay, so that is it for today. Tonight, finally, after so many time, I am going to a live concert with my favorite artist, Dana Koerts, and I'll be reporting back on that also. But for now, it is Friday. I'm wishing you a very, very nice weekend, and I'll see you in the next one.